Hey, it's Wayne Static.
Hi, Wayne Static.
Hey,
How's things?
good. We're still driving through the mountains in Washington, and we pulled off in self-service. Looks like it's good here, so I hope I don't lose you. But we're just sitting on the side of the road, so hopefully it's cool.
Okay, well, I will. I am warned, so if you hang up on me, I won't take it personally.
Okay.
So, Wayne Static out on the Civil Unrest Tour. You guys have 5 bands on this tour. Now, did you put this together, or how did it come about that you have this many bands on one tour?
It was actually my booking agent who put the tour together. Him and along with his other friends, booking agents. It was all the agents who kind of put it together and then presented it to the bands.
Oh, because it's
And
a killer lineup. I mean, it's amazing.
yeah, it's great. And I've toured with OTEP before. I've toured with Dope before extensively. So automatically, I was like, yeah, those guys are cool. And the whole lineup's great. So it's a really good show.
So, do you have a lot of interactions with those other bands, like backstage and while you're in each town? I mean, I know you're traveling separately. So, do you get a lot of party time with those guys, or?
Not really, because the way we travel, like, we all drive ourselves, so pretty much all we do is drive and play. And the routing on this tour is ridiculous. I'm talking like 600-mile drives and then play a show and then get in the RV and drive 600 miles and play another show. It's just ridiculous. So pretty much all we do is play and drive and play and drive and play and drive.
Yeah, it's nuts. I know a lot of people from Missoula and a lot of our listeners went over to Butte on Wednesday to see your show. And then we couldn't believe that you were going to go all the way to Spokane and then come all the way back to Missoula.
Yeah, you can thank my agent for that. I'll give you his number. You can call him up and cuss him out for me.
That's bananas. At least it gave us a 1-day rest, though, so that we can see you 2 times without, being at 2 days in a row. So got to see you on Wednesday and again tonight at the Wilma. So how's your health been? I know a couple of years ago you had the hernia problem because of singing and you were sick for a while there. How are you?
Great now. I guess I'm getting older and my mind doesn't realize it, and my mind doesn't feel like it. But the truth of the matter is, I'll be 49 this year, so my body can't handle the touring that we were doing at the time. We had been on the road for 3 or 4 months straight, and my body just kind of broke down and fell apart, and I had to go home and have surgery and get things taken care of, and ended up taking a year off trying to recover completely so it didn't happen again when I hit the road again. And now I'm kind of looking at touring a little bit differently. We go out for 2 or 3 weeks at a time, and that's it. And then we come home for a week or two, and then we go out for 2 or 3 weeks. So it sort of gives your body a little more time to recover.
Well, that's a damn good plan if you don't want to cancel shows, right?
Yeah, I hate to cancel shows. I really do. And it just killed me to have to cancel the end of that last tour a couple of years ago. But I had no choice. I couldn't go on anymore.
Well, we're glad that you're feeling good so that you can come and play the show in Missoula. Now, the guys that are in your band right now, are you guys going to record any new music together?
Definitely. I'm going to make a new record next year after we finish all this touring. I'm booked pretty solid right now through the end of this year. I've got another tour coming up in the fall, but I'm definitely going to make a new record next year. And depending on what label I go with and what the budget is, that will kind of dictate who plays on the record, whether it's I just play everything or if I have some other guys come play as well. My last solo record, I just played everything on it, and I kind of like it that way, honestly, because then I don't have to argue with anybody or
yeah.
anything like that. It's kind of cool just to play everything yourself and do it your own way, and that way it's very focused and it's exactly how you want it to be.
Yeah, we did see you on that Pig Hammer tour, and that was an awesome show. That was a killer show.
Cool, thank you.
We love that. So, and speaking of recording, did you not do a collaboration with Run DMC last year?
I did.
What was that for?
Well, it was just DMC. Those guys aren't playing together anymore, but I did a song with DMC, and it turned out just awesome. And the single is out now. The video, you should be able to find it on YouTube or wherever you can try to look for it. And the whole album is not out yet. I actually did 2 songs with him for his record, and he collaborated with a whole bunch of different rock players and singers for the record. So it's a very rock oriented. Like the closest thing I could compare it to would be like a Rage Against the Machine type of thing,
Nice.
But it's not a ripoff or anything like that at all. I mean, it sounds like DMC's, characteristic rapping with just some awesome, rock riffs, just heavy riffs behind them. It's really great.
Well, I'm going to get a hold of that and play it for everybody this afternoon because that sounds excellent.
Yeah, it's cool.
Cool. So at the show in Missoula, at tonight's show, what are you going to play? Stuff from Pig Hammer and Static X?
Right now, we are in the middle of the Wisconsin Death Trip tour, and we took a couple weeks off to do the Civil Unrest tour, but we're still continuing to play all of Wisconsin Death Trip, and then we're going to play 6 other songs as the encore, which will be different songs than we played at the Butte show. So those of you who are going to catch both shows, the second half of the show will be different than it was in Butte.
Oh, that's rad. That's nice of you guys to change that up for the audience that was there in Butte.
Yeah, it's cool. It's really cool.
So you mentioned that you guys were traveling in an RV. So I imagine that you and Tara and your dogs are in an RV. Is that how you're riding?
Yeah. Me and Tara, like our privacy, and we've always wanted to bring our dogs with us and stuff. So we're traveling family style in our RV, and then the rest of the band and the crew is traveling in a little bus, and and they do what they do, and we would do what we do, and it's kind of cool. We get to go wherever we want and stop whenever we want, and it's awesome.
Yeah, that's a good way to keep things chill too, so that you're not like fighting with band members and stuff like that.
Yeah, I kind of find like the older I get, the more I need privacy, and just I don't know. I'm tired of traveling with 10 people in a bus. I don't know. I'm over it. You've
reached the age that you're the get off my lawn guys.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. If I had a lawn, all I have is dirt. But I would sit there in front of my house with a shotgun, yelling at kids, "Get off my property!"
So Tara's with you. So do you put her to work? I mean, I've seen her on stage with you, but is she in on some behind the scenes stuff as well?
Oh yeah. She works. She does my monitors for me, as well as bringing me my shots, and does a lot of the driving in the RV. And then obviously she's out there dancing and twirling her things around and performing and all that stuff. What are your things called that you twirl around? The poi. I always forget what they're called.
Well, we love seeing her on stage, so we're glad that you always bring her.
Yeah, I mean, we're always together. I wouldn't go on tour without her. I don't know. I never understood guys that get married and then just try to get away from their wife and hang out with their buddies. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Why get married if that's what you're going to do?
Especially if you're married to a hot chick like Tara. Why would you ever be away from her?
Exactly,
right?
Exactly.
Silly. So at my house, we put on the iPod every night when we go to bed, and we do a different band every night. So sometimes it's Offspring, sometimes it's whoever. But when we have Static X night, we have the weirdest dreams. Just got to tell you, when it's Wayne Static night at our house, our dreams are whack.
That's pretty cool.
So thank you for that, Mr. Wayne Static.
I like to. My lyrics are a little bit out there sometimes, so it's got to have something to do with that.
You know what amazes me at your shows is when, speaking of lyrics, people in the audience can actually they know the lyrics.
Most of them know the lyrics, and the best thing is, like, I'll find someone in front who's trying to sing along with me on some of the faster songs.
Yeah.
And I'll just stare them down while I'm doing it and just wait for them to screw up, Like, they'll get to a point where they they can't keep up anymore, and then they just start moving their mouth, like pretending like I'm not going to notice. They're not really singing the lyrics, It's hilarious.
Well, we're very excited for the show, and we always have a good crowd here in Missoula. We're an awesome audience, so we're looking forward to seeing you tonight at the Wilma.
Cool. We'll see you there.
Thanks for calling, Wayne and Tara.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Wayne Static, the Civil Unrest Tour tonight at the Wilma Theater. You can still get tickets at the door, amazingly. Doors are at 6, shows at 7, and tickets are only $23.